So, welcome back to Sound Bites, a show about good people doing good things in the local food and drink industry. And one of those people is Ashley Butt. So, Ashley is the chair of the Ribfest Committee for the Rotary Club of Halifax Harbour. They're putting on an amazing, spectacular food event in the coming week and a half. And it's my pleasure to talk with Ashley. So, welcome.
Thank you for having me here today.
So let's talk about just how long has Ribfest been going on, and how long has the Rotary Club been involved the whole time?
Yeah, so Ribfest in Halifax and HRM has been going on. This will be our ninth year. So 2024 is our ninth year. It has been the major fundraiser for the Rotary Club of now Halifax Harbour, formerly Halifax Harbourside, for that entire time. So most, not all, but most rib fests that are around the country are fundraisers for Rotary clubs or other service organizations. And so the Rotary Club of Halifax Harbourside brought it to HRM.
Wow! And so this is a completely volunteer-run event?
Yeah, so the committee that puts the festival together is made up of all volunteers who are members of the Rotary Club of Halifax Harbour or some former members of the club. And then everyone who's at the festival that you see, whether it's on bar, selling you drink tickets, or picking up your waste and sorting it for recycling and compost and everything, they're all volunteer-based positions.
That's incredible. I mean, I run some large events, and I have run some large events, and the fact that you can do this as a volunteer, I applaud you. I think and in some way, I think you're crazy too. And I'm sure if you got family there, they must question your sanity at times for doing this.
I mean, we're a week out now, and once you're in the last couple of weeks, it starts to get a little bit intense. But at this point in time, so this is my, I think, seventh year on the committee. So you're used to it. You know what's going to pop up. Volunteering has changed a little bit post-COVID. It's not quite as easy to get the same amount of volunteers, but there's still a lot of people out there wanting to help.
So let's say that you hadn't been to Ribfest before. So where is it held, and what can customers expect from a Ribfest, and specifically the one here coming up on June 28th, right? That's real
Yeah.
close.
Friday. So when you're coming to the festival, so we are at Alderney Landing, so on the Dartmouth side of the ferry terminal in the Halifax Harbour. It's going to be, so it's Friday, the 28th, as you mentioned, until July 1st. So we finish on Canada Day, Monday at 7 p.m. There's going to be, so there's 5 rib trucks. So the rib trucks are individual businesses, they're Canadian owned, and they travel to different festivals across the country. And we also have local vendors. So this year there will be 21 local vendors. So there's pizza, there's coffee, there's curry, there's cheesecake and ice cream. So there's so many different things. We have live music all weekend with a lot of really great local acts. It's a really fun festival atmosphere. It's only $2 entry to get in. That funds, that donation that you pay when you're coming in, the $2, it goes to help the Rotary Club do good things in
Yeah.
the HRM basically.
So let's talk about what those good things are. So is there a primary focus of the Rotary Club in terms of how it delivers the funds you raise from this event, or is it spread out
Yeah,
throughout a bunch of charities?
we go through a process where we have, so Rotary itself kind of has different areas of focus. So our club, we have a local committee, an international committee, youth, foundation, and so the money gets budgeted by the different committees. So for example, locally, we have projects such as, so we do a food program at Joseph Howe Elementary. We work with Souls Harbor Rescue Mission. We're doing some environmental projects. Last weekend, we planted 1,000 trees down off Bedford. So there's different projects like that locally. There's also internationally, we work with Aninga Project that's helping put girls in Uganda through school. There's Shelter Box, which provides needed supplies when in a war-torn area, or sometimes after an earthquake or a major disaster like that. There's also, we have youth projects. So there's exchange students that come in, and we've worked with St. George's Youth Net before. So there's a lot of different areas that the funds go to. It's not one specific thing. We try to help out in as many areas as we can.
Amazing. Okay, so fun's a lot of good work. If you're, but back to the fun side of it. I assume you've become a rib expert over the last 7 years. So, I know people that barbecue and can sometimes take it quite seriously. Have you
Mhm.
become yourself a bit of a barbecue expert in this time? Have you figured out, oh, that's like Alabama style, or that's Texas style?
I don't know if I don't think I have personally. I love ribs. Um, when I'm there the whole weekend, so I tend to eat a fair amount of ribs over the weekend. I tend to say I eat ribs once a year for 4 days straight. But I don't have a barbecue at home. Gosh, that's embarrassing to admit. So I don't know how to barbecue them myself. I like to rely on the professionals to do it for me.
Amazing, but we got some really amazing professionals, it looks like. I looked at the list, and it looks like anybody that loves barbecue is gonna get a flavor they like. It seems like they offer different styles too.
Definitely.
So, okay, so just for logistics, those that intend to go, is there parking or any transit options to support to getting? Because I mean, how many people will you have over the 3 days?
I mean, if it's sunny, let's all cross our fingers together. If it's sunny, then we can see up to about 80,000 people has been I guess, our top out in the past. It can get very busy down there. It's a typical downtown parking. So there's parking lots, there's some parking garages. They're not always open on weekends. Street parking is often your best bet, but I mean, public transit there's a ferry over from downtown Halifax. So if you're planning on doing something on the downtown Halifax waterfront, just take the ferry over. There's Alderney Landing itself is a bus terminal. So a lot of the buses end there. You could also park up near the bus terminal and walk down. So
Yeah,
there's a
well,
lot of,
probably a good idea when you're having ribs to say, hey, if I have to park a few hundred meters away, or you're gonna work off some of that deliciousness.
and I mean, it's also like so there's a bar on site. We are licensed. So if you're drinking, don't drive. And there's the public transit will get you home, or you can Uber or taxi. So
Amazing.
many.
So, okay, so go if they want to
Oh,
check it
I
out.
will I will
Yes.
note that transit's free on Canada Day. Forgot that.
Oh, well, there you go. There you go. Another excuse. And if they want to check out a bit more about the festival, where can they go to look for information?
Yeah, so you can go to harboursideribfest.ca, which has all of our vendors, all of the rib trucks. It has a complete list of music and timings for everybody. You can also grab a $3 off coupon, which will get you $3 off a rib meal. On the website, you can follow us on all the social media and see what we're up to. There may or may not be some contests happening. There's a 50-50 happening. So there's lots on the go, but harboursideribfest.ca is your touch point for everything.
Amazing. So thank you actually for doing this. And thank you for raising so much money for such a good cause. So I think anybody out there, go down, have fun, eat a lot of ribs, and know that you're supporting good charities at the same time. So thanks, Ashley.
Thank you, Mark.